Hello, everybody. I'm Axel Sims, and this is something. I'm not sure what it is. It's a video, but it's not a rant, and it's not a productive video because I'm not actually reading anything, and it's just a rant video, and I'm doing something. I guess I could read fanfiction. I'm not sure if I want to. I'm frustrated for multiple reasons. Let me tell you why. So, at the moment, it's about 3 in the morning. I generally do stay up at this time, but I really shouldn't be. The reason why is because I have to go to work in 4 hours. However, my dad works as well, obviously, and he takes the phone with him to work. Okay? Now, the phone has the alarms on them. And I have to be at work at 7, and he gets off at like 7:30. So, I got home. No, I didn't get home, but I got alone at home. I wasn't doing anything around 12:30. So, if I went to bed immediately, I would have 6.5 hours of sleep, which would have been okay. Because for some reason, generally I work afternoons, but I'm doing a split shift today, working from 7 to 9, and then like 4 to whatever later in the afternoon. Which is kind of annoying, but I get over it, you know? Now, what really makes it bad, though, is I'm not going to be able to get very much sleep, because I don't like waking up, and if I fell asleep, I would not wake up in time to go to work until my dad came home. And then, yeah, he'd send me to work, but I'd still get in trouble 30 minutes late, you know? And that's not saying... That's saying he got home at 7:30 sharp, and there's all sorts of other things, like I had to get dressed and stuff like that. So, in other words, I'm not going to bed because I don't want to risk getting fired. Not that I need a job to survive, it's just I don't want to be a bum and live off my dad any more than I have to. Which I've been doing that most of my life, so, you know, kind of want to change things up a bit. Now that I have a job, I kind of want to keep my job. I mean, not to mention, tomorrow's my paycheck, so that's kind of important. Anyway, back to the point of the story. So I was trying to waste time. Still am trying to waste time, actually. I played a game of League of Legends, ranked solo queue, played Jax, actually, and kicked a lot of ass. But I played one game, and I was like, okay, I need something else to do. So, because I've been writing on my story lately, I've also been reading fanfiction a lot, and I've also been using thesaurus to find interesting words a lot. Blech. I'm hiccuping slightly. Pardon me. So this is what most of the video is actually about. I was reading this story, which it was really short, but it was really awesome. I mean, it's only like 8 chapters. Yeah, 8 chapters, and it's... How many words is it? It's about 10,000 words total. And it's really fucking adorable. It's called Love Life, or Pinkie Pie's Heartbreak Repair Service. And it's really fucking adorable, which almost anything is with Pinkie Pie in it, because, you know, whatever. It's supposed to be. It's Pinkie Pie. I mean, she's adorable as fuck, and she's funny as hell. And it was a really awesome story. I mean, the main plot of it is that the main character, who they didn't give a name to, basically loses everything in his life. He was living in Canterlot, he had the girl of his dreams, or at least he thought he did, until he found out that she was just basically using him for money, and as soon as he started not having so much money, she leaves him for another guy. And it's just like... And all of his life just falls apart. All of his friends leave him because they weren't really his friends. They were just doing it because he was popular, and he was with this amazing girl who was really high up there. And as soon as she ditches him, they all ditch him. And then, you know, life is just slowly going downhill, and he's like, okay, well, I can start over, right? So he goes to Ponyville. It doesn't do anything. He becomes an alcoholic, and in, like, the first chapter, it's been a year. And he's just a heavy alcoholic. I mean, he still has some money, he has a house, but he's basically alone this entire time, and he's just drinking his days away, you know? and moping and moaning and groaning. And he's thinking that he's not happy, he's not going to be happy, and drinking hasn't killed him yet, so he goes off to go commit suicide. And he goes and gets on top of a building and almost jumps off, and then all of a sudden Pinkie Pie pulls a trampoline out of nowhere, and boom, there you go. And then she takes it upon herself to try and make him feel better, and he does. And it's awesome, and it's cute, and it's adorable, and at the very end of it, his wife comes back, and Pinkie Pie shoots her out back to the counter lot with a cannon. And it's like, awesome. And then they fucked. And then they fucked. And then that was just the point of the story where I was like, no! Why? I remember in a couple of videos ago that I said something about how involving the darker elements of life did sometimes make a story better. But I have to say, one of the most irritating things I've ever seen in fan fiction or fiction in general is "and then they fucked." This isn't plot without, or porn without plot, but it doesn't fit. I mean, first of all, the only way I can ever see... I can only view Pinkie Pie in two ways. I can view Pinkie Pie in adorable, cute, crazy child, and I can see her as kinky slut. I can't see him as a combination of the two, which this story kind of has, because she's adorable and cute and everything. At the very last chapter, she's like raping him. Well, she's not literally raping him. But yeah, it's like, and then they fuck. And it's like, the fuck? I mean, it doesn't actually say, and then they fuck, but I was really enjoying it. But let's face it, whoever has sex on the first date, I mean, yeah, it wasn't the first date. They had been knowing each other for weeks, and they've just been friends. But still, weeks, friends, not even coming out and saying that they actually had feelings for each other, and they're already fucking? Oh, man, I mean, yeah, I know that happens sometimes, but... Oh, no. No, I didn't even read it. I didn't even read the last part, because I was like, I don't want to think about that. No. It just ruins the mood, because it's all cute and adorable and cuddly-wuddly, and oh my god. And I was like, you know what? Pinkie Pie's okay, you know, because I do like Pinkie Pie, but she's not my favorite. And this is kind of making me go, aw, and stuff, and it's bringing out the heartwarming side of me that I don't generally show, because I'm a cynical, evil person. And all this stuff, and then it's like, and then they fucked. And I'm like, no, why? Why do they have to fuck? It's like, that's the biggest they can go? Is that really the best way to describe... Is that the best way for two characters to show affection for each other, is by fucking? I mean, yeah, sex is awesome, but I would have liked... I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would have liked it a lot better if they just cut it there. You know, they had the really adorable, cutesy-wootsy, you know, thing, and then that's it. They don't fuck. There's no reason for them to fuck. You don't fuck someone that you just realized that you're starting to have feelings for. You don't just fuck them. Not to mention, Pinkie Pie's a virgin in this story. I mean, it's not even Kinkie Pie. It's literally Pinkie Pie. It's the cute, adorable Pinkie Pie. And then it's like, what? She's agreeing to having sex. I mean, they don't even say they're, hey, you want to have sex? No, they just go and do it. It's like, why? I kind of feel like one of those deers in the Simpson movie where they have that sex scene where they don't actually show the sex scene and all the animals are cowering in fear and covering their eyes because it's so, like, no. And it's like, oh, why would you do that? I mean, I know this is a pointless rant, but still, it just comes out of nowhere. And like I said, you know, sex and darker elements of life, the more naughtier elements of life, yeah, they're good. They're good things to have in a story. Yeah, I mean, it does put some more interesting points in the story, but some stories just need to not have that in. I mean, I'm not saying that. It's not like I'm saying that pornography in stories is wrong or anything. You're going all cuddly wuddly, ootsy wootsy, adorable fuck stuff, and then all of a sudden they're fucking. I mean, yeah, xenophilia's adorable, but they get it out of the way, It's like the second chapter, they start fucking. Right? Okay. That's fine. The second chapter, yeah, because xenophilia is having sex with aliens, or being with aliens, right? And, they just get it out of the way. It's an interesting element of the story. I liked it, and, it was more of a clop-fic. I didn't think this was a clop-fic. It didn't say anything about being a clop-fic. Yeah, there's a warning on part 8, but they hint at it about part 7. And I'm just like, no! Why would you do this? And I'm so sad about it, because there's no reason for it at all. And no. Just no. No. And then they fucked is a terrible, terrible thing that should be avoided. And then they fucked. Not good. No. Pinkie Pie shoots ex-wife out of cannon, and then they fuck. It's just like, no! Why? Why would you do this? This isn't, no! I mean, no. No. I mean, yeah. Sex is a wonderful thing, but it felt out of place. That's what it really is. It felt out of place. So, on a different note, I also read a fanfiction earlier about Luna eating an Oreo, and it was awesome. I liked it, because, yeah, stuff. I might consider reading some fanfics, but not right now. I'm just, rage. Just, anger. Okay. So, it's been about 13 minutes. I think I've explained my point. And I hope everybody thought that my ranting was at least enjoyable. And have a nice night. Goodbye.